Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to day 41 dropshipping. We actually are profitable on the day, and if we are, we will stay profitable today because we already are over our daily spend limit in terms of revenue. I spend about $100 a day right now on Meta ads, just that campaign that I launched. I was talking about last video. So that one, we are running at about a 3x ROAS. We are sitting at about 3 sales on the day, 3 orders pretty much. 2 of them took the $99 or $98 offer, and then one got the base one, which is about $50 after all said and done. So we didn't even spend all the budget yet today. So I most likely will be bumping budgets tomorrow. The only question is, I'm gonna watch some videos. I'm still undecided if I want to bump it to 150 or double it to 200. So I know if you are too aggressive when bumping budgets, it doesn't work out too well. So we are gonna see, most likely I'll do 150, and then depending on early in the morning, if we're profitable with like $50 spend, if we get a sale or two, then I'll probably bump it to about 200, which would be double. So it all depends on how it works out. I'm not going to surf scale or anything, but like I said, if we are profitable, I will bump it to the 200. I just don't want to be too aggressive because I know it doesn't always work out too well when you're really aggressive with budget, because it resets the whole entire campaign. Then it has to figure out who your target audience is again, especially when you're still in the learning phase. And to exit the learning phase, it's kind of a challenge, honestly, because you need 50 sales in 1 week to exit the learning phase, and that's where you get a little bit more of stability within your campaigns. So on that front, we are doing spectacular. I did just get out of the gym. We are still doing that 3-day-a-week split I was talking about, and I'm probably going to change it to 4 days a week, just because the way I do my workouts is kind of very isolated, where I hit a specific muscle group every workout. So like one day will be chest and triceps, and then the other day, maybe one full day dedicated to legs, because that's a big, massive muscle group, but kind of just, maybe 1 or 2 muscle groups per workout session. But the 3-day-a-week split, it's just a little bit too stacked for me. So I think I'm gonna change it to 4, just so I can lighten the daily load and really just try to drive results there, because I'm trying to get my bench PR back up to 225. I got there before and I can do it again, but I just need a little bit more isolation to really focus on chest and triceps to really get there a little bit quicker. And I think 4 days a week would be more optimal for me personally. Depends on how you like to work out yourself, but for me, 4 days a week there. And I just got out of the gym and it was pretty good workout. I was kind of pissed off a little bit earlier. I know maybe about a few weeks ago I started talking about the TikTok shop, maybe around day 25, 20ish, and I was saying how I got one of my business partners or friends to run it, and I haven't really talked about it since. And there is a reason for that. It was just a headache overall. TikTok shop was set up all by me. I got the authentication, the certifications, all that, which was not easy. And then I wanted to focus on Meta ads and drive my results there. And I had a boy one of my friends, he was a TikTok shop affiliate, and he kind of talked big game. Oh yeah, bro, let me take a look. Oh yeah, man, I can scale this up quick. I was like, all right, bet. I got him in quick. I didn't really think about it, but he was talking some big game, and I thought, but lesson learned there, obviously. Don't go into business with your friends. It was an overall headache. I'm trying to be very mature about it, but like, I'm 20 myself, and you gotta have a maturity when you're talking to other people, just overall respect for other people in general. And he said, and I kind of let him do his own thing. I didn't nitpick anything. I didn't text him day to day like, yo, what's up? Yo, what's happening? I kind of just told him, like, we'll hop on call every Friday and just, give me an update about what's going on, so I'm still in the loop. Text me, call me anytime, any problems, because it really is automated. Once you get affiliates and you get orders, it's synced to Shopify, so I would just fulfill them. But all I got so far was one order from TikTok Shop. And so last Friday and this Friday, which was yesterday, today's Saturday for me, I just called him and I wanted an update, just checking on what's going on. And he immediately starts getting really pissed off, like, you're not my boss, why are you trying to micromanage me? And I'm like, what's going on? What do you mean? I'm just trying to get an update to see what's going on. Is there anything I can help with? I mean, I would just like to know. It's my business, and I brought you on. I'm paying you. On top of that, like, I think just a weekly checkup every Friday isn't too much to ask for. And I could just tell it was already going to go this way, but nonetheless, I thought maybe he was just having a bad day last Friday and he was just pissed off about something. So I let it slide. Just a bigger person. You don't got to get pissed off at every little thing in life. Just stay calm, stay collected. And so this Friday, same story as last week. Just stop trying to be my boss, micromanage me, this and that. And it's like, so end of the story, after the call was over, he was basically just swearing at me, calling me names. He was obviously really pissed off. I just checked the TikTok Shop affiliate center, and there's literally nothing going on. He hasn't sent an invite in 2-3 weeks. Hasn't even logged on, because under the users you can see login activity. Hasn't even logged on. He would text me a couple times a week being like, yo bro, talking to a lot of affiliates right now. I logged into the TikTok account, the actual TikTok account for the shop, under the same username, and I just checked like the DMs. Nothing, man. So it's like he was just lying to me the whole time. And I just called him up maybe like half hour ago while I was at the gym, and I was like, yo bro, I just stayed calm, collected the whole time. I'm like, it's not working out, we're just gonna have to call it here. And immediately pissed, started like begging me, please bro, I need this. And it's been like 3 weeks, a month, and I just got to be the bigger person and just move on. I think I'm just going to pause on the TikTok Shop for right now. I'm still going to keep it active, but I'm not going to really manage it until I have enough revenue and capital from Meta to manage it, because I don't want to do it myself. I want to fully focus on Meta, and I think outsourcing someone with experience with TikTok Shop would drive results a lot quicker than me learning it from the ground up. So I'm mainly just focusing on Meta ads, but that is a big lesson learned, because everyone always says, don't go into business with your friends. And I definitely learned my lesson. It's because it's tricky, because they're always going to use the friend card. I know you, I know your family, this and that, we're boys, any excuse in the book, so definitely lesson learned. Just don't start businesses with your friends unless I honestly don't even think I would ever go into business with a friend or hire them as an employee ever again. This was just a headache through and through, just being lied to, just a whole bunch of BS that was just kind of pointless because there was nothing to come from it. So there that is. But other than that, we are going to be bumping budgets, like I said, most likely. Well, pretty much most likely. So we are looking forward to that. And we are launching the second product today. I know I said I was going to probably do it Friday, but some stuff came up. I was pissed off about the whole dispute with one of my boys, so that happened. And nonetheless, I actually have everything set up. I have the landing page done, all the ads. I just didn't launch them. Facebook ads get increasingly worse and worse to launch. If you guys launch Facebook ads yourself, you'll know what I'm talking about. It literally, for one ad, probably takes like 5 minutes. You got to turn off 30 AI features. So I've been looking into rapid ads. I'm still looking at it, but it seems pretty solid. Just upload your ads and it cuts out all the AI features and automatically turns them all off. So I'm going to be looking into rapid ads, but I won't get that today. I'm going to launch the new ads for the second product today. I for sure. I'm about to go home right now. Like I said, just left the gym. Those are going to be launched within like an hour. So that's pretty solid. Other than that, what else? I was looking into, so there's a Claude connection to Shopify that I am going to be looking into. I don't quite know what it is used for yet, but I use Claude a lot. And if Claude could build product pages for me, that would be an absolute game changer, to where I could test 5-10 products a week with all the deep research on the ad and angle and offer side already done. So that is something, because this MCP with Claude to Shopify, it is new. It just came out in this update about the 2026 Spring Edition Shopify. That update that came out 2 weeks ago. There's a lot of new features in there that nobody is talking about yet. Like now you can split test your theme. So not just, your offer or landing page, you can split test your actual theme. So for conversion rate optimization, it's gonna go crazy. Obviously that's not something I'm gonna be looking at doing yet, but just saying that this update, there's a ton of stuff about it on Twitter. It is actually one of the best updates in years for Shopify, according to everybody on Twitter. And there's a lot of good, useful features. And one of the main ones is the Claude to Shopify. That one, they're working on expanding it to where it can do more, but already it can crawl your store, give you a bunch of data, read all your analytics. But one thing I'm not sure about is, can it actually edit stuff on the store? That would be a major game changer. And I will be doing another video very, very early tomorrow, because my sleep schedule is very messed up. I'm pretty much up for the day now. It's about 2 o'clock, but I'm staying up like all night until the morning. My sleep schedule is really messed up right now. So there will be another video, and I will have an update on that with valuable information. Just hopefully it can actually edit the product page, because that would be absolutely game changer. And if it does that, I think I could honestly launch like 2 products tonight, additional products, so 4 products concurrently. But yeah, that's about it for today. We've really just been in the trenches, just doing a lot of ads. Like ads is like, once you get good at building product pages, most of your work is just going to be marketing, because marketing is, like 90% of everything. I know everyone has a different thing about that, but realistically, if you don't have the right ads and you don't drive any traffic to your store, you're never going to make any money. You can have the best store in the world, but the worst ads that nobody clicks on, you're not going to make any money. So marketing is literally 90% of everything. So it is mainly just ads. That's like everything. So that's like been the main focus for a while now, and we are getting better, and I will be launching some more ads variations today. Like I said, we're just gonna work all night. I'm not sure on what I need to get done, because once I launch these ads for the second product, I don't really have anything else to do unless I want to launch a third product tonight, which I do have the time. So I may be doing some deep market research tonight and just launch a third product, or make some more ads for my existing already running product. So we'll see what happens, but if anything, there will be an update very late tonight or very early tomorrow. And that's it for day 41. Stay tuned for day 42.